Hello, Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your quarterly reading for the months of July, August, and September. First card out, you have Justice as your major arcana representative. If you are involved in anything legal, first and foremost, I want to say it will go in your favor. Also, if you have been done dirty by anyone in the recent past, karma's coming out for you, okay? Coming out for both of you. They're gonna be totally understanding what they did wrong. They're gonna reap what they have sown, and also you're gonna reap some good karma from that as well. The Justice card comes out just to say that justice will be served fully and fairly. Also, I love this owl spirit guide here coming through. It came through in Gemini's reading as well. The owl helps us navigate through dark times, and they help you see very clearly in situations where you may not necessarily know the outcome. And the Justice card is coming in as a big, beautiful answer here. You will reap the rewards of your hard work. This is also a great card if you're not even in a situation that involves the law or that involves being done dirty in the past. If you're just have been someone who's been working really hard, being a good person, showing up every day, there is going to be blessings coming forward for you for sure. Absolutely. This is a big yes answer. Also, I'm seeing here, if you've been studying really hard for something, I feel like you're going to be a success. Like if you have a test that you have to pass and you've been studying day in and day out, it will be successful. If you've been studying for a certain interview, it will be successful. And I just feel like you're such a hardworking person, and I feel like you are going to have success during this time. I really feel it for Pisces. You're always just a nice person. You're always just working hard, trying your best, and it's going to pay off for you during this time. So this is such a great way to start your reading. I love that card for you. Next, we have Milk and Honey, which also represents all the good things in life. We even see the rainbow here. The number 51 may be important, or May 1st might have been an important date for you. Milk and honey, it's the good things in life. It is the things that we don't necessarily need, but that we want. And I see you getting a lot of what you want during this time. The things, the luxuries of life. You don't need a fancy car. You don't need nice clothes. But how nice would it be if you had those things? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm seeing here. The ability to afford the little luxuries in life, which is stunning. I love that for you. Your spiritual lesson during this time is the curse. And this is actually quite an important message here. Curses are things that are spoken over ourselves from either our ancestors or ourselves. The curse refers to the limiting stories of our ancestors and the karma from former lifetimes that preordains the events of our life. And karma is a very interesting message to come out with the Justice card here, so that is really important to pay attention to. It is a source of negative patterns, and it can show up as a disease, a destructive force, or a blockage in our creative energy. The curse holds us hostage to a false story that we confuse for reality. Recognizing the original wound that is playing out in your life can heal it. So having the curse come out upright is an invitation from Spirit during this time. It is time to recognize the source of your limitations. Did your grandparents live with a mindset of scarcity? Did you inherit genes for heart disease? Were you a slave or a master in a past life? This karmic legacy is ready and waiting to be seen, to be untangled, and to be released. Honor the players and their stories. Forgive everyone and everything. Craft a new life for yourself. I don't know why. I'm seeing a lot of health messages in this. Okay, someone who I know, who's kind of close to me, they said something really wise one day. They said, it's important for you to know what killed your family, your older family members. How did they die? Okay, notice if there's a pattern there, and then do everything in this lifetime to not die that same way. That is evolution. What were their vices? What did they do wrong? What is something that did not work for them? Learn from your ancestors, learn from your older parents, and allow that knowledge and that wisdom to guide you in life. If every single one of your family members died of like a heart disease, you have to really be on top of your heart health. You have to be doing cardio every single day. You have to be eating good foods. You have to not smoke, avoid drinking, all that good stuff. Do that. That will break your karmic cycles, your curses. And when you break karmic cycles and curses, it heals not only you, it heals your future generations if you decide to have kids. And honestly, to be honest, even if you don't want to have kids, it heals future generations in general because you're inspiring other people, your peers, to heal themselves as well. But also it heals your actual ancestors who are in spirit. You set your ancestors free by overcoming the karmic limitations that they have passed down to you. So that is beautiful here. I'm also seeing you breaking out of karmic past life cycles. I feel like you're at the very end of your karma dealings when it comes to past life cycles coming back through. Honestly, sometimes people live their whole life and they never finish out working through the karma from their past lives. I am a huge believer in karma. Like, if you have unfinished business from past lives, I tend to notice it in my readings that unfinished business will come through in like the early half of your life, when you're a child, when you're a young adult. The first relationships that you get yourself involved with, they're often karmic past life type of connections that give you something that you should be healing from, learning from, etc. And I really feel strongly for a lot of Pisces watching. You're like at the end of your karmic lessons, your karmic journeys, and you're about to step into this place in your life where you truly are set free. You're a free, independent person who is able to co-create with reality. We are all technically co-creators, but if you have karmic ties kind of keeping you stuck, like free will of spirit guides of yourself cannot necessarily mess with karmic ties. Karmic ties are like concrete in the spirit world. Nobody can break through them. You have to break through them yourself. You can ask your spirit guides and angels for help all you want on a certain situation, like please just make it better. But if there is a karmic lesson tied to whatever situation you're praying about, that's something you have to figure out for yourself. So I'm seeing here, also, I'm seeing a lot of Saturn energy. So this might be something related to your Saturn placements, like something that you felt like you were lacking in your life or that was very challenging to overcome. I see you overcoming it. Whew, that was a mouthful. We have remain positive. Beautiful, positive energy coming through for sure. I'm seeing yes answers. I'm seeing blessings. I'm seeing, like, I don't know why I just keep wanting to say if you're applying to a new job, you're going to get it. If you are like looking for love, you're going to get it. It's just the little things that you want to manifest in life, not necessarily because you need it, but because you want it. I see you getting it during this time. We have the waning moon. What do you need to release? This has been a pretty big message for just about everyone so far during this quarter. What needs to be released? What is no longer serving you? For you, I feel like it is any pattern or behavior that is tied to this karma that we talked about. Look to the health of your ancestors, okay? Is there anything that you're doing that is not good for your physical health? Straight up, answer that right now. That's what you need to release. What are you doing that is not good for your physical health? Because when you do something that's not good for your physical health, like, you have to keep in mind, like, you are literally a body. Your brain is a part of your body. Your emotions are a part of your body. So when you're doing something that's not good for your health, you're gonna feel like crap emotionally, spiritually, mentally, etc. Health is wealth. Honestly, if I could have unlimited wealth, unlimited health, unlimited beauty, unlimited intelligence, unlimited power, I would choose health every single time, because none of those other things make a difference if you are unhealthy. So I'm just saying. Next, we have the Thinking Woman in reverse. Now, I don't know why I want to read this from the book. Sometimes I just have the random urge to read things from books. I'm a big reader, guys. I love reading so much. So let's see. The card reverse could represent a difficult time for your own personal growth, okay? You may be feeling confused about your personal purpose or disconnected from your heart's true path. Look within and open to your own inner guidance. Trust your intuition about what you need to learn in order to move on. What you need to learn in order to move on. Right next to this card that says, what do you need to release? There's something that you're letting go of, it feels like. The Thinking Woman reverse could also indicate a woman who is misleading you or giving you misinformation of some sort. Be aware and set boundaries. Remember, your own spirit is always your best guide. So some of you guys might literally have a woman in your life who is giving you bad advice or wrong information. Or honestly, with Thinking Woman in reverse, it could just be someone who's manipulative or just not mature. The number 47 might be important as well with that. 4-7, that would be January, February, March, April. April 7th or July 4th. That might be significant dates there, or they might be 74 years old, 47 years old. I don't know. Let's move on though. We are going to pull some tarot for you. 9 cards, 3 rows of 3 to get further clarity into this next quarter of your life, of the year. What's going on July, August, September 2023? We have Four of Swords in reverse. Y'all need to sleep more. Y'all need to take care of your health more, for sure. That health message is coming back around with the Four of Swords in reverse. Guys, I feel like if there's anything you're doing that is very obviously bad for your health, karma will make it apparent during this time, okay? Some of you guys, I'm actually seeing, it's not even that you are going to discover that this time. You might have already discovered it. Like, for example, if you've been eating like crap in the past few months, you might have had some type of like health flare up because of that is kind of forcing you to make a change here, okay? Or like something happened with your health or your mental health even that was quite scary or concerning, that kind of forced you to start to look at the way you treat your body more. And so I feel like there's a lot of lessons going on in your life right now about how to be healthier, how to treat yourself better. So that is what I'm seeing for you. Make sure you're getting enough sleep, rest, sunlight, exercise, good foods, nutrients, all that jazz. I honestly want to speak out to my friends who live in America. I know like around 40-something% of you watching are in America. I want to say that the way you were raised, you have no idea what it means to be healthy. Like, we're just like in the dark when it comes to what is healthy versus what is not healthy. And it sucks because a lot of the food that you find on the shelves in the supermarket are actually out to kill you. So it may take you extra work than the average person to understand how to actually take care of your body. Different cultures have varying levels of knowledge when it comes to taking care of your health. And I feel like North America in general, is one of the worst places in the world for that. So if you live here, you need to take extra precautions. Queen of Cups is coming out upright. Beautiful. I'm seeing someone in your life who is just so supportive, awesome, and amazing. And I don't know, these Kings and Queens of Cups have been coming out for like every reading, so maybe the water signs are just on fire during this time. But yeah, this could also be you guys. This is your energy as well, you know, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I'm seeing a divine feminine energy here, very fertile. If the energy feels really fertile, really creative, really loving and supportive. And I just noticed here, I've never noticed this before, she's holding this beautiful chalice, which represents her love. It represents the love that you give them with a glove, like they're carrying it so preciously. And the message is coming through here. I'm seeing here someone in your life, oh dear, who really values your time, your love, your energy. Like they really cherish you. They would, if you were an object, they would carry you with silk gloves because they don't want to in any way lose or damage this gift that you're giving them of your love. It's, oh my God, what a healing message for anyone who's been in relationships or situations where you were just undervalued. How wonderful is it to find someone who wants to treat you like the king or queen that you are, who wants to delicately take care of the trust that you are giving them. I'm seeing someone there for you, someone extremely trustworthy. They would never even imagine putting themselves in a circumstance where you could possibly lose trust in them, lose faith in them, because they understand and respect the gift that you give them, that is your heart, your trust, your faith, your loyalty. So I'm seeing someone here who truly appreciates you, which is great. If you are super single, this is a great message. And also I'm seeing here it's a very reciprocated energy. You care for them, they care for you. A beautiful connection. Doesn't even have to be romantic. It could even be platonic. Also with the Queen of Cups, I'm seeing a lot of spirituality and creativity being higher during this time, so that is lovely. Third card out for you is Strength. Oh my gosh, how wonderful is it? I feel so happy. Like I just want to smile during reading. How wonderful is it to find people who are not afraid to have serious, hard discussions with you, who is not going to back away, shy away from telling you the truth, who wants to be completely open and honest. The Strength card to me, honestly, is a card of honesty. You know, it's the ability to have difficult conversations, to really actually look at yourself in the mirror, which a lot of people struggle with. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, how can I improve upon myself for myself, as well as the relationship, as well as for the connection? Also with the Strength card, I'm seeing literally getting stronger. So some of you guys, again, going back to your health, I'm seeing a message here of getting stronger, exercising, and taking better care of your health, but also your mental health, taking that more seriously, the health of your relationships more seriously. Health is the key word for your reading. Everything seems to be improving in health. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's any difficult conversations that you have to have, or any kind of difficult emotions that you're dealing with at this time. You're handling it with a lot of finesse, and you are putting yourself in environments where people take your emotions seriously, and you take your own emotions seriously, and you are healing, you are evolving. Second row out for you, fourth card, we have the Chariot in reversed. Okay, so I'm feeling that, I don't know why. I got the strange message. There may be something wrong with your car. If you have a car or a bike or some type of mode of transportation here, make sure you're getting it regularly maintained, because there may be something going on with that. Also, to me, this represents leaving your comfort zone. So having it come out in reversed, I'm almost seeing like you're a little bit scared to leave that comfort zone right now. For example, like if I'll give you a personal example. I hate shopping, and I've been wearing the same pair of shoes for like over a decade now. Like I refuse to buy new shoes, and I literally wore them to the ground. There's holes in them, to the point where like everyone's like, there's holes in your shoes, like what are you doing? And it was just so comfortable. I didn't want to leave my comfort zone. I didn't want to like have to get a new pair of shoes, have to break them in, get blisters, etc. But it's like, it's to the point where it's time to go. So for some of you, maybe that could even be like a car that you have. Like it just has been breaking down, replacing different things, and it's just time to get a new one. But like you're kind of resisting admitting defeat, I guess you could say. Everything has its natural endpoint, right? And I feel like it's almost, this Chariot card is involving like an inanimate object. Like there's something that has run its course, that's an object that perhaps you're having a hard time letting go of, but it's just like, guys, it's time to leave the comfort zone. Could even be a town, this town has run its course. It's time to move somewhere else and get new experiences under your belt. So we're seeing something there with that. Center of your spread is the Hanged Man in reversed. Yeah, what are you hanging on for? I feel like there's something in your life where you are delaying change because you kind of fear getting out of that comfort zone. But I'm not seeing that it's going to be good for you to keep staying in that comfort zone. So it'll be a better decision for you to actively like push yourself during this quarter. Push yourself out of that comfort zone. Okay, whatever that comfort zone is, push yourself out of it. It could even be, honestly, I know I said it is inanimate objects. It could even be people though. Like if the people around you have really run their course, you don't resonate with them anymore, you're just not on the same page, it's not going anywhere, what are you doing hanging on to them? Open your heart up to new people, communicate with new people. So, this message could apply in so many different areas of life. Sixth card out for you, speaking of, is Death, leaving the past in the past, moving on. I am definitely seeing a huge message here this month. You're going to have to like kind of do a good hard look at something, and you don't want to let it go because it's within your comfort zone, but you have to, because it's literally not working anymore. It's literally bringing you no joy, no function. Okay, it's not functioning, it's not working. And we're seeing you coming to the conclusion, yeah, it's time to let this go, it's time to move on. So, and that could be so many different things. Some of you guys, it's just buying a new car. Others of you, you know what it is. I don't know what it is. You'd know. Your intuition knows. I'm sorry, my nose keeps itching. Third card out, or third row now, seventh card out, is the King of Cups in reverse. So we have the Queen of Cups upright and the King of Cups in reversed. So to me, this is a matching pair of people. This could be a couple. And the Divine Masculine here, whoever they may be, gender doesn't matter, may be a little bit emotionally volatile, a little bit emotionally manipulative. So for example, this could even be your parents. Like if your mom is super great, loving, amazing, you love her, but then your dad is just kind of emotionally manipulative and all over the place, alcoholic, whatever. it might be a hard decision to leave that comfort zone and set a boundary and move on. But if it really feels like the right thing to do for you, I do see you actually moving on from that during this time. So, and it will feel kind of positive. It will feel right. You'll know when it's time to walk away. And it goes back to that question here. What do you need to release? To me, I don't know why I'm getting this more so as a familial energy, this King of Cups reversed. Obviously, it could be romantic, it could be platonic. But for the majority of you watching, I feel like this is familial. It's like a family member. It's just time to kind of let them go. I don't know how else to put it. Maybe their politics are really toxic. Maybe their way of processing emotions honestly feels toxic. You know, they could be really clingy, emotionally manipulative, like, oh, if you don't come over or like, you never come and visit me and blah, blah, blah. Like, just, I don't know. Emotional manipulation is never fun, no matter who you're dealing with, what it is. But I don't know. I just feel like you already know deep within your intuition, like, I need to break out of this. This might be the curse you were talking about here, that we're seeing here, you know, from older family members. And it's just like, if I want to become anything, if I want to break out of this curse, I need to break away from this person, this town, whatever it is. And, you know, honestly, sometimes it really is just your town. If you stayed in your hometown your whole life, you know, and it's not a good place to be, like, nothing ever happens there, and you have bigger dreams for yourself, sometimes that location really will hold you back in life. So, I don't know. I'm seeing something really big here, though. It feels like it's been in your life for a long, long time, that you just feel in your heart and soul, if I want to achieve anything in life, if I want to move forward, I have to let this go. 8th card out for you is success. This is what's coming in when you do let it go. I do feel that you are making this shift during these next 3 months of, like, moving on, letting it go. So success is coming through, and this is public acknowledgement for your work as well. I'm seeing success in career. Specifically, some of you guys are getting much better jobs, promotions, graduating, whatever, like, a really big career win. I'm seeing this for sure for you. And your 9th and final card out is the King of Wands in reversed. Okay, so 2 kings, both in reverse, not seeing eye to eye here. It's just like, and you know what, again, I'm seeing this as like a parent or like someone in your family where it's like, we are both adults now. The phrase when I saw these 2 kings, both in reversed, I heard, we're both adults now, and you have to treat me equally. Which, to be honest, I don't even know why people don't treat their children as equals, okay? Like, I understand, like, teaching them, protecting them, you know, whatever, but, like, I never got that talking down on children thing. But anyways, I don't know. I'm just seeing a message here of, like, we're both adults now. We're both adults here. I don't know where that's coming from. Comment down below if you know, but there's definitely not seeing eye to eye with something here. I'm also seeing, for some reason, like, how do I put this? I'm seeing a vision of some people, your parents, if they're both still alive and together, may not be seeing eye to eye at this time, which is really interesting. Or it's like there's just one person in your family who's kind of making your family life difficult. Like, say it's your dad, for example. You know, him and your mom might not be, like, really seeing eye to eye at all, and he's also being the same way towards you, and it's just like that one person is just ruining the vibe. I hate to say it, but that's what I'm seeing in the reading. So I don't know, we see success in the middle of this feud, I guess you could say, this family feud. So it's almost like the things that hurt you are also the things that make you who you are today, that make you strong. You know, growing up in a rough environment, for example, that can turn you into a troubled, broken person, or it can turn you into someone who has way more stamina and reason to succeed than anyone else. You know what I'm saying? Some of the most successful people in the world came from the worst upbringings. And some of the worst people in the world also came from the worst upbringing. So I'm seeing that, like, extreme energy here, but you will find success from your traumas, your karmic lessons that you experienced in early life, your tribulations, your challenges. You will find success through them, which is a beautiful, beautiful message. I'm just seeing you, I feel like we all reach a point, hopefully a lot of us reach a point in our lives where we recognize that we have now become more mature than the people who raised us. We have now outgrown our teachers, succeeded our role models, and I am seeing that happening for you during this time, which is a good thing for you. But at the same time, it's kind of bittersweet, so I don't know. What do you need to release? That is the question. Thank you guys for joining me. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below. I'd love to hear. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus for these quarterly readings to get the fullest overview of the next 3 months ahead. Bye bye.